Hey everybody, back in Mama G's pantry doing some more baking. You know, for as much baking as I love to do, if any of you know my husband Doug, one of his sayings I probably heard 1,000 times is, if it ain't apple pie, it's crap. And it doesn't matter where we can go to a Chinese restaurant, a Turkish restaurant, and they'll say, sir, would you like dessert? And he goes, you got apple pie? No apple pie, no dessert. I am not the greatest pie maker. I actually told Doug if he wanted apple pie, he'd have to figure it out. And he makes a killer apple pie, but he uses like 6 bottles of apple cider to saute the apples in, and it takes all afternoon, and it's quite a big pie. And really, if you're gonna make that big a pie, have company, or put it in the freezer, or share. So anyway, I came up with a really easy alternative to apple pie that actually seems to satisfy him. And it's called a galette. And this is a cheater galette, a really easy galette. You buy some puff pastry. I love now that they have it available in these big rolls in the freezer. You just let it thaw, roll it out onto your baking sheet. Okay. In the past, I could only buy them sort of in those bricks. And you had to roll them out, and rolling isn't my forte either. Like piping. Okay, there we go. Got some apples. I have this amazing apple cutting knife that my friend Lorna gave me when we went to visit her and her husband JP in Quebec. We went and stayed with them for a week, and she gave me gifts. This amazing apple knife and the best tomato cutting knife ever. Love them. So I had some apples just crying out to me to be used. So I peeled them, cut them into chunks. They don't have to be pretty. Whenever you're using apples, you usually add lemon juice. First of all, in this bowl here, it keeps them from browning. And it just adds a tartness that I think brings out the apple taste. Now I'm gonna add about a half a cup of brown sugar. And the same things you would normally put into an apple pie. I'm gonna throw in a little cinnamon. Maybe a little nutmeg. More cinnamon than nutmeg. I'm just going to give this a shake. Okay. And then we just mix that all up. Got sugar and spices evenly distributed with my apples. That's lemon juice helps with that a little bit as well, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have to be pretty. It all goes in this little pocket, so you can't really see it. Another thing I do, if I have some dulce de leche or caramel sauce lying around, I'll just pour that in there. Skip the sugar and spices and stuff. Makes beautiful caramel apple galette. All right, apples in the middle. Get all your stuff out of there. We'll just kind of put it in the middle. You might want to add just a couple of dollops of butter, so that'll help that sugar melt and kind of become a caramely sauce. All right, there we go. Folding. Now you fold it, just like that. Okay, just fold up all the sides like a little envelope. Like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty, but it's really tasty. And it really does taste like apple pie. Okay, kind of squeeze that in a bit so we don't get any leaks. And there we go. How easy is that? Into the oven, 375, probably 20-25 minutes. You want to make sure those apples get all baked through. And voila, cheater apple pie. We'll have a look when it comes out. Hi folks, we're back. Okay, so that galette actually took about 35 minutes. Just watch it until it's the brown you want it to be, but mine was 35. And I can see now, see it's bubbling away in there. All that nice butter and sugar. Now, of course, Doug will eat this a la mode, and it has to be vanilla ice cream. My father, Gordon, loved it with a nice big hunk of really good cheddar cheese. Me, I'm kind of partial to whipping cream, but you can also just eat it the way it is. And look at the size, you know, it's much more manageable for two of us than a great big pie, and it took me, what, 5 minutes to make? So there you go, Mama G's apple galette.